Alright, Cameron Chardukian here, trying to keep my voice down as it's still about 5:30 a.m. here. And what I want to talk to you about in this video is how to always have the craziest stories to tell people. And even more importantly than that, however, is how to have those cool experiences for yourself. Because as cool as it is to tell those stories, it's even cooler just to, know that you've been through those things. But anyway, right now I'm coming at you from Asukasa, or Akusa, I think that's what it's called. Akusa, Japan, part of the greater Tokyo area. And a couple days ago, I booked a hotel here, and then my flight went fine. I got here, and no problems with the flight. But then, when I tried to get to my hotel, I took the train to this city from Narita Airport, and then no matter what I did, I just couldn't seem to find the hotel. Like, I started looking at 8 p.m. and I looked for like hours and hours and hours and hours, and I just couldn't seem to find it. And it was ridiculous. I looked for it, and I stayed up until like 2 a.m. looking for this hotel. And if like the story would have ended there, that would have been like an okay story, just like, oh yeah, well this one time I booked a hotel in Japan and it took me like 6 hours and I still couldn't find it. Like, okay. But I thought, this is something I've always tried to do, is how could you like push the experience even further? How could you learn something from that? And how could you, create a really cool story to tell out of that? So instead of, just giving up and booking another hotel that night, or last night, I said, you know what? What if I just keep looking for it and I just don't book another hotel? I've already looked for it 6 freaking hours, but what if I just kept going and going? What's gonna happen? So about 2 a.m. I was texting my girlfriend, and because I took a break. I am crazy enough that I was gonna go past 6 hours, but dude, my back was tired from carrying the backpack. Walking 6 hours straight is tiring, so I took a break, and then I was FaceTiming my girlfriend. She was completely freaked out that I'm wandering the streets of the city at 2 a.m. And so that was funny. And then the way I'm FaceTiming her is I don't have a cell phone plan here. I couldn't find anywhere with that was open that had free Wi-Fi. So I'm like crouched over in this corner, stealing Wi-Fi from a hotel that didn't password protect it. So that's like one thing. Like that's okay. Again, like that's like one element of the story, but how could you build upon that further? And then while we were talking, it's 2 a.m. I'm talking to my girlfriend on FaceTime, and I'm stealing Wi-Fi from the hotel. And it gets even better though, because as I'm talking, these homeless people, 2 of them, while I'm at this table, there's like benches like 20 feet in front of me, and these 2 homeless people, try to take naps on these benches, or this is where they sleep. And at first I'm just like, okay, well, you do that, I'm gonna do this. But then one of the old homeless guys, I think he got pissed off because I kept talking and talking. He's trying to sleep. He came over by me. He doesn't speak English though, so he's just kind of like just standing in front of me, just looking at me. And I didn't really do anything. I just ignored him and I just kept talking. And then he left. So that was really kind of funny. And then I can flip the camera so that my girlfriend's seen him walking away. And then the story gets even better though, because after like feeling kind of uncomfortable with the homeless people watching, then what happened was I said goodbye to my girlfriend because it was like 2:45 a.m. here, so it's probably like 1 a.m. where she is, or almost 1 a.m. because she's in Vietnam. And then I said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna make one final push to find this Akusaka or Asukasa or whatever. I forget what city this is called. So I do that, and I find one that has like a similar address, and it has the similar name. So I think maybe this is it, but instead of being called like the Akusa house, it's called like Kaosan Road Akusa or something like that. So I'm not positive if this is my hotel or not. So I try to go to the front desk. The front desk is locked. Then there's like a little map of how you can enter going in through the back. So I enter going in through the back. I feel kind of weird because it's now at this point it's 4 a.m. or 3:45 a.m. I'm entering this hotel. The night staff has already turned in for the night, and I'm kind of just sitting there like, I don't think this is my hotel, but I'm kind of tired, so I'm just gonna take a nap. So I'm in the lobby. There's this chair, and I'm kind of just like lounging in the chair. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna take a nap. And I ended up taking about a 45-minute nap. Maybe I could have taken a longer nap, but I wanted to get out there before anybody noticed me, in case that wasn't my hotel. I mean, I did have the excuse, but you know, I still wanted to be on the safe side. And then after that, what happened was I woke up, so about 45 minutes later, I walked to go out of the hotel, and then on the hotel door, I see, like, it's like the emergency door, and this is the only way out, and it says, like, this door will ring, and alarm will sound if you open it. And I'm just like, oh shit. I'm imagining, like, the alarm ringing, and I'm having to, like, run out of there, like, Hollywood style, and, like, a chase ensues or something. But that didn't happen. I just walked out, and the alarm didn't sound. Everything was fine. I successfully made it a night. I never ended up finding my hotel, but I successfully made it a night. Now, kind of just almost seemed like what it was like to be homeless, and it was a really cool experience. I learned a lot from it, and what I want you to learn from this is, first of all, don't book the Asuka $16 hotel. You probably never will be able to find it. But really what I want you to learn from this is that don't, you know, when the initial resistance comes in, don't just give up right away, because then you seal yourself off from, you know, having those really, really interesting experiences that can both be insightful, that can, you know, serve as huge opportunities for personal growth, but they also make the most kick-ass stories to tell to people, and you feel like you're more interesting too as a result of that. So anyway, just a quick thing I wanted to share with you. I imagine I'm probably not being very comprehensible and cohesive because, again, I am on like 3 20-minute naps of broken sleep over last night, and there's like a 14-hour time difference. This is my first day in Japan, so probably wasn't the best video, but I hope you were able to pick out something out of it anyway. Talk to you again soon. Peace. Let me get that peace in the video. Peace.